Hello there ladies and gentlemen, and welcome yet again to a Guild Wars 2 Online PvP strategy analysis. Today we are checking out a healing bomb engineer build. For this build we've gone with a rifle in the main hand, giving us some pretty solid CC. You could also pick dual pistols if you wanted to go more condition based damage, but this build doesn't really rely on that too much. You can mix it up a little bit, changing around a few items here and there, but it's definitely better to go power based, and that's where the rifle thrives. So definitely recommend the rifle if you want to copy this build. As far as the healing kit goes, we've gone for the med kit. So the med kit gives us bandage yourself on our utility skills, so that basically allows us to heal ourselves with 6,300, which is pretty solid, even when you compare it to the other two healing abilities that we could have. On top of that, you also get the drop bandages, which heal you for 1,600, nearly 1,700 each, so giving some seriously big healing there. We've got a cure conditions on a 15-second cooldown and a 20-second cooldown swiftness and fury boom, which lasts 13 seconds. So absolutely amazing ability there. Definitely take the medkit with this build. Next up, we've gone for the bomb kits. This is going to provide us with our main part of it. So basically all these bombs will also heal us as they dish out damage. So we've got a little bit of variety. We've got flame, concussion, smoke bomb and glue bomb. So we've got some CC in there. We've got some confusion. We've got some pretty solid abilities. Also we've got the big old bomb on our utility belt, which is an AoE blowout, absolutely fantastic for defending a point. Next up, we've gone for the elixir gun. The elixir gun you're pretty much taking just for this number 5 ability, which gives us a combo light field, which you can then follow up with shots with the rifle to remove conditions from yourself through combo fields. We're going to be checking out combo fields in a video very shortly in the next few weeks, over on the tips and tricks series, so don't forget to check that out if you're interested in learning about different combo fields and how you can really utilise them, because it's really a key part of the meta of the game. We've also got a leap backwards there on the number 4. The rest of the skills aren't that great. You've got a cripple on the number 2, which is reasonable, but you don't need them that much, as this isn't really a condition-based build. You've also gone for Elixir C as our final ability. This one you can mix up pretty much to anything you want. We've gone for one to convert conditions into boons, but Elixir S is also another very viable option. You could also take the net turret as another very good option. Pretty much anything here. Slick shoes can even work very well. Slick shoes in the bombs makes up very nicely, or you can have another knockback. So there's a lot of variety you can pick for this ability, and I would recommend almost changing up between fights. So if you see someone coming towards you who's very condition damage based, you want to go for Elixir C. But if you see someone who's going to be a little bit more power based, you might want to go for Elixir S just to recover from stuns and evade the attacks, their burst, that kind of stuff. As far as the elite skill goes, we've gone for the supply crate. This is drops in a large supply of items to help support us, which we'll just trigger it now so you can see. So we get a healing turret, net turret, flame turret, and all these healing packages. So basically it gives us a hell of a lot of HP. Each one of these is giving us 1,700 HP. We've also got the healing turret in there supporting us, as well as the flame turret and the net turret. So a fantastic ability, that one. Really underused, but yeah, absolutely brilliant. I forgot to mention as well, just for the elixir gun, we get the healing mist on the utility belt, and we get toss elixir C as if we were running with the elixir, but obviously like I said, you can mix that up to pretty much anything you like. Right, so we're just going to check out the player's armour now. So we've gone for the runes of Dwayner in the armour. This is going to give us more healing and regeneration, basically, giving us a large amount of healing plus 20 regeneration, 5% chance to gain regeneration for 10 seconds on hit. And when you use the healing skill, you and your nearby allies gain regeneration for 5 seconds. So basically it's going to give us a lot of regen and keep us alive a little bit better. In the weapon, I've chosen the Rifle of Bloodlust. So this is going to give us plus 10 power each time you kill a foe. This basically means that we're not wasting points by putting them into power, because this is mainly a supportive build, but as the battle goes on, because you've got so much survivability, you will eventually build up 25 points in the Bloodlust, so we're dealing an extra 250 power, which is quite a big jump. Right, so we're going to look at the traits very quickly. We've gone for 10 points in explosions, giving us create a bomb when you dodge, and bombs and mines have larger explosion radius. This is because the bomb kit is just so important in this build, and that's why we've chosen that. Some people do tend to go a little bit further into this. You can improve damage from the explosions by 10%, reduces recharge of the bombs by 20%, that kind of stuff. We went against that and went 30-30 down here, so we're going to have a look at why we did that. 13 inventions, low health response system, gain regeneration for 10 seconds when you're attacked while under 25% HP, gain protection for 3 seconds when you are hit with a critical attack for 20-second cooldown, heal all heal skills recharge when health reaches 25%, so again, very useful, seeing as we've got a hell of a lot of healing skills. 5% of toughness is converted into power. This is because we've got a lot of toughness, and we're just going to move that into the bit of power to give us a bit more killing ability. You can mix that up if you prefer to be a bit more tanky. If you're going to be a point defender and you just want to sit on the point and not be killed, you can maybe mix that up. but obviously it gives you less chance to actually kill the opponent you're facing, so it just depends on what sort of general build you're running overall. 10% of healing giving is a bonus into power as well, so again we've got a nice bit of bonus into the power tree. And bomb explosions heal allies being the key part of this build, allowing all these bombs on our bomb kit to heal and support our teammates as well as ourselves to give us some serious regen. So you've got to bear in mind for regen wise, we do have all these bombs, then we've got the med kits, and we've also got bandaged self. I've also got the super elixir over on the elixir gun, and if you really wanted to, you could even mix up this one for something like a turret or something like that to give yourself a bit more healing, a bit more support and stuff like that. So you can really push the what healing you can get out of it. And as well, I didn't even mention the supply crate. We even have healing on that because we get the healing turret and stuff coming down from there. Next up, we got for 30 points in alchemy as well. So we've got drink elixir B at 75% HP. Just take a quick look at Elixir B. So there we go. Elixir B gains Fury, Might, and Retaliation and Swiftness. So a great little ability there. Gain protection for 3 seconds when you are disabled. Any sort of disabling ability that has a 5-second cooldown on that as well, so that's pretty damn useful. 3% chance to convert incoming conditions into boons. Just helps. It's not really a massive chance, but obviously it does help a little bit here and there. Gain regeneration when using a kit, because we're running 3 kits in this build, that's definitely helpful. 1% extra damage for each boon on you. Right, we built up quite a few boons. This is, again, it's just a passive one, so we're going to get anyway, but this build does tend to build up pretty solid boons, and if you are coupled with a guardian or something like that, you can get a pretty high damage boost coming out of that. Become immune to conditions when health is below 25% HP. This is the reason we haven't gone into 20 points in explosives, we've then gone 30 points in here, because this is incredible. You go below 25% HP and you are immune to all conditions. You are not going to take any condition damage. They have to kill with direct damage. So if you're facing someone, say a necromancer who's purely built for condition damage, they're going to really struggle to bring you down. So that's an absolutely brilliant ability. I don't know why anyone would never take that. It's absolutely fantastic. Not to mention it's also giving us vitality and boon duration from that trait as well. So that is the basic setup for this build. I hope you've enjoyed this part of the video. We're now going to get into the match, so don't forget to check that out and leave me some feedback below. So as you can see, we're going to be playing for the red team on the Legacy of the Faux Fire in this match. I'm going to speed the video up as we head up towards the waterfall to take that point. We've got 2 players heading towards the graveyard for our team. That's 2 guardians. They do a very good job of securing that point, while 2 other players head towards the quarry to guarantee us that. And we're going to head over here, engage in a 1v1. I'll slow the video down as this starts. So we come with number 5, laying down some good damage on him, and following that with number 3 as we're now in close range. He's coming with a pistol whip burst, so we're going to counter that with popping our number 4 skill to get some range on him. Unfortunately, he has a great gap closer there, and usually I can get the steel to close the gap on us and get in and deal some strong damage. We had to switch into our med kit as he managed to interrupt bandage on our utility belt, so we're going to have to use down the 1, 2 and 3 skills on that to try and give ourselves some minimal healing to try and stay alive. He's been forced to stealth away because he didn't have any more healing left in him, and we get our bandage off before he comes back out of stealth. Laying down sort of bomb there with our dodge as we then switch into the bomb kit to try and get some healing and some extra damage out of that as well. The bomb kit's obviously very effective as well because he's summoned up his elite ability, calling in 2 NPC thieves to help support him, and this will deal some damage to those as well. We did lay down our big old bomb there. It didn't seem to actually give us any support. He managed to avoid the knockback effect of that. We're taking some heavy damage, so switching back into the medkit again and laying down the 1, 2 and 3 to try and give ourselves a little bit of healing. Unfortunately, we're interrupted by one of his stun abilities. Again, now I'm going to switch into the elixir gun. As we said before, you laid down the number 5 ability. It would probably be a better move to lay that down at the beginning of the fight, as that would give us some more support throughout the match. We've got a warrior joining in now as well, and that's going to actually bring us down very effectively. I'm going to speed the video up now as we get finished off. Right, so basically that warrior coming in did spell the end, but it wasn't going to at that moment anyway. We should probably have gone to the elixir gun at the start of that encounter, laid that down. It will also give us some condition removal on our ranged abilities, which would have helped as well, and of course that would give us some continual healing for quite a period of time. It would definitely been a better move to use that. Right, so now we've respawned, we're going to get back out into the fray. So we can see 1 point cap by both teams. The red teams have got a strong lead. They're about 100% ahead of the blues, got double the score at the moment. We're going to head towards the graveyard first, just check on that. The status is good. The red team have done a very good job of controlling that point now. I'm going to be able to cap that very effectively as we then head towards the waterfall to support our teammate over there. It doesn't look like he's going to have any problem in neutralising and then capping that point, so we're going to head towards their gate and keep an eye on that and try and stop them from moving any further up beyond that point. You saw us there scouting out by standing back a little bit on top of that ledge. You can actually see through the gate and see if anyone's coming towards you. This thief was there and has come in towards us, so we're going to be engaging against them now as we slow the video down to a bit more normal speed as we bring down this gate. The gates are fairly squishy on this map and can be brought down. One player does take quite a while, but with a couple they go down very, very quickly. And we're actually going to use our bombs there just in case they were stood on the other side of the gate. It would have dealt some extra damage to them actually through the gate, which is a nice little trick you can use if you're fighting in melee class on the other side. So they're making a good move here, and they're retreating up in towards the safety of all these bots up here, all these NPC characters, because that's going to give them some support, and we're going to have to fight those at the same time as fighting them. So we're dishing out some good damage on these. These soldier ones are basically warriors. They deal quite a bit of damage, but they're mainly about the CC. They've got a lot of stuns and knockbacks and stuff like that they can do, which can be an issue. I can see the thief there jumping in, trying to use his pistol whip combo, but unfortunately he's forced back, so didn't really get anything off for himself there. So good play there from the red team to push him back and lay down that quick focus fire and pull the player out very quickly who was getting in trouble. Bringing down these casters. These casters are just elementalists. They do quite a bit of damage, but have hardly any HP and go down pretty quickly against ranged professions, as we've got here. We've brought the Blue Lord into play, who's basically a guardian. Quite hard to kill, but it's definitely doable. The thief is in the background as well, trying to lay down a bit of damage, but he's not able to do a lot. And I think he actually gets brought down a few seconds ago anyway. See, he's in the down state at the moment, not able to really support his teammates at all as we bring down that Blue Lord very effectively. So good play from the red team. The reason for going for the Blue Lord right now rather than towards the end of the fight was basically the red team had a very strong map control, and the two Guardians allowed them to push forward quite hard without losing all 3 points. Admittedly, you can see they've lost 2, but those two Guardians are definitely able to secure those points if they needed to. They're able to secure 1 point while the others move around the map and then come back out to recapture those. We laid down our elite skill there as well, which is probably a waste. I would definitely have not really done that if I'd been thinking about it. The reason for it is better used on an actual capture point itself rather than back there. It may cause a small distraction to someone coming back out, so that might give it a slight edge to using it there. And of course, it also guaranteed that kill very quickly, but yeah, in general that's a waste. You can see the red team have already quickly brought back the map control. They've already recaptured the quarry. We're going to recapture the waterfall very effectively and very quickly here. We've got 3 players, so we're going to easily take that point. Now, we didn't even have to support our teammates in bringing down that ranger back there, as they were able to handle that, or we just capped the point. So good teamwork so far from the red team. They're going to cap 2 points now and then all head into the graveyard. We can see on the mini-map you've already got 2 players in there. There's 2 Guardians controlling that point, so there's no chance of actually losing it. And we're actually going to head down. This is an interesting tactic. We're going to head down towards their base and just try to basically engage and slow people down. This build is obviously quite tanky, but being an engineer, people tend to think you're more squishy. So they often will engage you when they don't need to, just thinking they're able to pick up a quick kill and stuff. And in fact, they're stuck in a fight for a very long time. So we're heading across there. You see the base is under attack for the red team at the moment, but we've just seen a few players there from the blue team heading down towards the quarry. So we're going to head that way, heading towards the graveyard. So we're going to head that way and support our teammates over at the graveyard rather than rushing all the way back to base. There's probably only 1 person there and they won't be able to get past all the NPCs very easily or very quickly. So this ranger we're focusing at the moment, we're using the rifle, just basically fighting from some range, coming in a little bit closer and laying down the big old bomb on the capture point. As we can see, we're now 2v2. We've got some support from our necromancer friend, going to help us out a bit. We're going to lay down some bombs as well. This is the upside to this build, that it's very effective in these group encounters as well as in 1v1s. As you're going to be healing ourselves and our teammate, as well as dishing out some good damage against these foes. Laying down number 5 there on the Litzer gun, following that with bandage on a utility belt, getting us up back to a nice pile of HP, and then we're able to try and finish off this ranger. This is a key part in PvP at the moment, is getting these finishes off nice and quickly and effectively. Luckily we had support from our teammates, and that warrior doesn't have any CCs. It's so foolish to play a warrior, especially they've got so many fantastic CCs for stopping people from getting finishes off. Fear Me, for example, we've got the shield, number 5 skill, they've got a lot of stuns and knockbacks and things like that, which basically really support your teammates effectively. We're laying down some healing and condition removal stats down there and popping the number 5 skill to give us a swiftness boon. This is a really underused ability with the med kit, and we're failing to use it effectively as well. It's on a 20-second cooldown, so you want to be switching into that very quickly and just popping that number 5 skill off regularly just to keep yourself with a swiftness boon up very often. That way you can move around the map a little bit quicker. Using a little bridge there just to give ourselves a little bit of a advantage if we were encountering anyone there. It gives us a bit of a height advantage and pulls us back a little bit. And you can see the red team, since they've made that quick kill on the boss, it's really put the blue team in a very low morale positions. They've sort of been not playing to their full potential, I don't think. They sort of falling back a little bit. It has cost them a lot of these ones are playing sigil builds as well. Like you can see now, they've only got 1 kill rather than having that high stack they did have before. See where us, we've got 25 because we've been having this good team support and stuff coming in. So we're switching to Lexicon, we get this 1v1 and now with this Ranger over here. So we've got the Lexicon laying us some support. They're running a fairly condition-based build, so we're able to use the rifle to get some condition removal from that light field that we laid down. And we're to push them back, so the medkit provides some strong healing in combination with the elite skill as well, laying down those healing kits. So if you get very effective, the red team are going to take this victory very quickly, and it's a good strong play from this team in general. The main advantage was having those 2 guardians controlling that central point and allowed the other 3 players to push a lot harder on the other points. It's a very strong play for this match indeed. And yeah, basically you got to see how the bomb kit can keep yourself alive very effectively in that 1v1 at the beginning. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave me some comments and feedback below. Thank you very much.